Indians were the second team to enter the knockouts. Even though they have a match versus Sri Lanka, the players are finding it hard to stay in the present. They're already thinking of the semi-final clash. Who will be their opponent, New Zealand or England? That's yet to be decided.
First up, I think, is Sri Lanka. I think there are a few things a few players would want to, achieve personally, and as a team as well. We would definitely want to play the best game that we can. But having said that, I think at the back of our minds, we do have the semi-final in our mind. I think that's a big game for us. For all the 4 teams that qualify, it's going to be a massive game. So that's at the back of the mind. But having said that, I think we are professional enough to, go out there against Sri Lanka and play a very clinical game.
Well, we have Rakesh, we have Damit and Bharat as well. Rakesh, to you first. Are the players thinking too far ahead?
No, I don't think so. Because I would expect the Indians to ensure that tomorrow's game is a full dress rehearsal, ahead of the team which they play. I don't know which team, but they will have to make sure that they feel their best 11. And just be sure that they do the process right. That's about it.
Right. Bharat, everyone says that it is good to get into the zone, but could this also be a distraction for India, given that, they are focusing so much on the semi-final, and but they have a match to play against Sri Lanka?
I guess it's also a question of they're so used to playing against Sri Lanka, right? When they get onto a field against Sri Lanka, it feels like just another day out at work, really. So, yes, but I wouldn't call it a distraction. Obviously, at this stage of the tournament, it's not like you have a week to prepare for the semi-final. So, you have to look forward to the semi-final. And like you said earlier, there are some issues in that batting lineup that need to be fixed. Mayank Agarwal, do you push KL Rahul down to number 4
Right.
with him? So,
Right.
India have a lot
we will
to
discuss about that. Let me go to Damit. Damit, Leeds is a venue where they have beaten England before. Would you say that Leeds might favour Sri Lanka?
I don't think so, but the thing is, Sri Lanka have very good memories in Leeds. Their 2014 win against England, and then, as you said, the win against England in the current tournament
Cup,
also.
yes.
But definitely, they would want to go home with another big win.
Now let's listen in to Karuna Ratne on playing at Leeds, where they beat England by 20 runs in this World Cup.
Yeah, the England side is a good team. So far they are doing really good at the moment, and they are the number 1 team as well. I think in here Headingley we got some lucky games on here. If you take the test matches and one days, we did really well. So we are trying to give our best. Hopefully, we are playing the same track that Afghanistan and West Indies played. So hopefully we can get some turn. So we are trying to give, playing our best shot against India.
Right. Karuna Ratne mentioned that the pitch is going to turn. Bharat, to you, is Jadeja likely to play the game? For if he does, he'll perhaps try to get a leaf out of Bairstow's books.
Yeah, maybe. Because there has been talk of Jadeja. Sanjay Bangar spoke about him even after the England game, where it looked like India was a little worried about the length of the tail. We saw Bhuvneshwar Kumar play the last game, and he did hint that the presence of Jadeja will strengthen the batting.
Right.
And yeah, like you said, to prove that he's not a bits and pieces cricketer and he's more than that in one event.
Yes. Damit, will the Sri Lankan captain fancy using his left arm spinner Milinda Sirivardhana, knowing that Dhoni has had problems against slow left arm orthodox bowlers?
I don't think so, because Milinda Sirivardhana, he's known to be more of a batsman than a spin bowler. So they will stick to Dhananjay De Silva, who's their main spinner. But there are concerns over Jeffrey Van der Sey, who was very disappointing against West Indies. So they might want to play him against India. But last time they were short of a bowler also. So they might go back to Thisara Pereira.
Right. Particularly MS Dhoni has had problems against spinners. That's the graphic on your screens. He scored 223 runs against spinners in this World Cup. Sorry, totally in this World Cup. But against spinners, 47 runs have come in 81 balls. That's an area of concern. In fact, India's biggest problem lies with the middle order not being in order. It brings one to the obvious questions. Will Mayank Agarwal open with Rohit Sharma? Will KL Rahul or Rishabh Pant bat at number 4? Should India try Dhoni at number 5? What's Dinesh Karthik's role in the batting lineup? Let's take the first question to Rakesh. Do you think Mayank Agarwal will open with Rohit Sharma?
I find it very difficult to imagine Mayank getting a game tomorrow. Because, what I would like to believe is that here is a team which is going to fix fix the kind of spots which are available with players who've already played. Because if you play Mayank Agarwal, then that means, and irrespective of what happens tomorrow,
right,
chances are that you're going to make him play in the semi-finals. So again, I'll stick with my theory of making sure that whether you decide to play with 2 spinners or 3, whether you want to have a steady number 4, and whosoever comes at number 4 tomorrow, whether it is Dhoni, it can be an X factor. He can be there because I've always maintained that he deserves to be there. But then rest of the places, they pick themselves.
Right, that's my next question. Bharat, to you, who do you expect to come in at number 4? Would that be Rishabh Pant doing his duties, or do you see KL Rahul come down to number 4?
See, going into the World Cup, India seemed very comfortable with KL Rahul at number 4. And with Shikhar Dhawan leaving, it's like, I'm feeling like Rohit Sharma today with my partner in the van not with me. So it's meant that Rahul has had to open. He's had a couple of decent innings, but I still think India would prefer Rahul at number 4. It gives them that stability that they need. And like Mayank Agarwal scored runs on his Test debut when nobody expected him to. So why not throw him into the deep end?
Rakesh, do you think that India should try MS Dhoni at number 5?
Number 5 is also okay, because if you want to persist with like Rishabh at number 4, then he has to be at 5. But my issue is because last time we went in with 1 bowler less. So I want to see somebody like like Ravindra Jadeja making it, maybe in place of somebody like Dinesh. It will be very unfair to just drop him after his long-awaited like debut game. But going into the semi-finals again, I would like to see India try out 6 bowlers, at least 6 bowling options.